I don't even know what to say no more. I've done this video like 3 times, and I never
chocolate. I was like, I don't know how pregnant women eat. I'm not showing you nothing. You can't see nothing.
and I've been practicing since getting raspy and across more truer.
In terms to what extremes? My mom.
I'm sorry, and don't worry, I got my brush too.
Time for yourself. I mean, you always got the truth. You can talk, except my fingernails. I usually do them a little better. They are, my hands are just. Hi. Oh, it's me. It's Jessica. Welcome to another one of my videos. It's hot in here, so excuse me. Today is actually February 14th, 2013. I'm unbuttoning my shirt on YouTube. You thought you would never see me do this, would you? Yeah, just do. What were you thinking? Come on. Gosh. Scared a bunch of people, didn't I? So, yeah. Today is February 14th, 2013. Valentine's Day. So, happy Valentines. Wow. I got a lot to talk about. I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and take it to my wrist. No. Take it to this Band-Aid. Remember last week I kind of like hurt my wrist, and I just wear this to protect. My hands are all dirty. Whew. But it's all better, so it's got a little sort of touch, nothing big. I just use this to keep the dirt so I don't have to scrub it clean and, you know, make it easier in life. So yes, welcome to another one of my videos. Work. As you could tell, I just got off from work. It's actually my Friday. It's everybody else's Thursday. It's my Friday. No work. And work's been really, really frustrating. I'm actually really, really pissed right now. And I find these videos, I mean, I know a lot of you folks, you like me doing these videos. I like doing them because I don't always have my therapist on, you know, I can't just sit here and call up my therapist, hey therapist, how's it going? I mean, yes, they care about you, they love you, whatever, but they charge you the almighty dollar, and I can't. I see my therapist, I actually got to see her on the 25th, so, oh gosh, I know my hair's, I gotta take a shower anyway. I should have taken a shower before I made this video, but no! So, don't mind me. I just actually, this is my second time back home because I left the lights on because I was so pissed. They woke me up. Remember last time I told you, I think I told you all 3 times, but a couple months ago I made a small little spill. Remember that? That was back in November 15th. So they brought it up again here. And then of course, when my tooth was hurting, I left the yard, and I didn't bring I left my phone in there, so they couldn't get a hold of me. But I called them, and I told them, I said, you know what, my tooth hurts, I gotta go to Dallas, I gotta get taken care of. They misunderstood it, but they wrote me up anyways. Like, I would quit work and went to Dallas. It's like, you know what, screw you. I didn't want to fight that. And then of course the last one was the fuel, you know, running into the pipe, and the safety meeting went all right. I mean, they didn't even tell me. They said, you know what, we're just gonna, you know, just don't let it happen again, yada yada yada, you know. So today I get to work, and then on my last load they're like, you know what, you wait right there, someone's coming over there to see you, and they hand me this little thing, and I had to sign it. And it's basically 3 days off. I have 3 days off now, and it's not even funny. I wish it was with my weekend, 'cause, okay, so today's my Friday, tomorrow's my Saturday and Sunday, so I don't work. That's good. Relax, get away from work. Then on Sunday, that's my Monday. I got to go back to work. Okay, on that day, just one day. And then I get my 3 days off. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which is my Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I know, it's confusing. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, I am suspended. I can't, no, I'm job hunting. This is ridiculous. You know what? And I just stood there, and the big boss is there, and the little boss is there. The big boss, they're down in Midland, and I got a bad smart aleck. And I just stood there and I'm like, I wanted to rip it up and crumble it. And I'm just like, is there a workman's comp form? And they didn't get it because I was like telling them, I said, you know what? No, my tongue's not bleeding. Never mind. I think I'm biting it too hard. I just got to shut up, do my job. And I'm not even getting paid by the hour, which is, you know what? I know, that UFO alien's trying to attack my face. So, today was frustrating, but I'm released. So, it's like a mixture. But no, I just need to work on my resume. And, you know, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, start looking for another job. I'm not, because it basically says this is your last and final warning. Any other incident will result in immediate termination. You know what? I ain't going to sit around and wait for it. I'm not. I got things to do, people to see, operations to make, and money to save. You know, and I need to find a job that pays me by the hour. You know, and I need to do it quick, and I need to stay there a year so that I can get this FMLA. I know that son is like. So, yes, work is frustrating. I do not do politics very well at all. I want to go there and get my work done. That's it. What happened here? That's what it was. So anyway, I screwed up my audio. Hopefully I could splice in my audio now without splicing in. I don't know. So I'm not doing the whole video over. Today's just a frustrating day. And, you know, days like this happen. You know, when you're out there fighting, you know, tooth and nail, just, you know, to make ends meet and, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't got a sugar daddy. I got to do this myself. Or a sugar mama. I got to do this all myself. So, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And you know what? I kind of failed at this job anyway. Because I already said this before in my other videos that this job, I was going to practice on my voice a little bit. And then raise it up and bring it back down. And then do my voice a little bit better. And I can't. You know what? Because I don't want to be a truck driver all my life. Hell. I don't want to be a secretary either. I don't got the legs for it, number one. But, I just can't believe that. 3 days off. And the way they screwed me up, give me my 3 days around my weekend, okay? That way I can make a 6-day weekend out of it. Hell. No, this is all going to mess me up. Because next week... See, this is... Yeah. Next Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Not this Saturday, Sunday. But, oh gosh, what is it? The 23rd, 24th, 25th is my weekend. So basically I got the 18th, 19th, and 20th off because of this piece of paper saying I'm suspended for 3 days. Okay? So the 21st and 22nd I come back to work for 2 days. And then, boom, I'm off 3 days. You know, and I should be thankful because if I would have had those, you know, if I would have had it meshed in my weekend, I probably would have just taken off to Dallas. Because I got to go to Dallas on Monday. and take care of some stuff. I still might. I don't know. I might go 2 trips. I have to decide. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I got a whole weekend to think about it. I just got off work. This is a lot to soak in. My resume is pretty much caught up. I just need to get the ball and chain. And I just that safety meeting Tuesday, I was like, you know what? I figured I got lucky. I thought I was going to be doing a video today. Saying how, because those guys, they were so nice to me on that day, and it was like, I kind of felt sort of lucky, because I figured I was going to get 3 days off. I just figured I was going to get it. Because you know what, if somebody wrecks a truck, and then a week later hurts their wrist, it's something they need to, they need to slap down. I need a 3-day suspension. I'm not saying I don't. It's just the way they did it, saying I didn't do it, and Jessica, calm down. Jessica, it's okay, Jessica. Really, it is. And I know that. I mean, my gosh. Oops. What am I looking for here? Let's see if So, it's all good. I just wish they would have done it. I was looking for something. Yeah, if you never try, you never know. Always be yourself. I always say that. Unless, of course, you could be Betty White. And then if you could be Betty White, always be Betty White. She's like, what, 91, 92, 91? Dang. Anyway, so, work. It is frustrating. I hate work. Where am I at? I'm about 5,500. Saved up. Of course, that's going to stop if I do get a little gap in between. Hopefully I can get up to 6.5 saved up, because I'm down to the dime. I'm down. This is it. This is 1 year, pretty much. I mean, what did I say? I mean, I'm looking at February. I need to do something about that stuff. Sit over here. No, sit over here. There we go. I just look at the video. I'm like, wait a minute, no, the sun don't go there. What the heck? Okay. So, but no, I'm down to a year. February or March 2014. I'm pretty much, that's my goal for going to Thailand. I have gotten in touch with Saran's office. Yeah, there's nothing finalized. I have not picked a doctor yet. Everybody's pretty much like, you know what, don't pick a doctor or don't finalize a doctor until 6 months before. So I guess I gotta wait till like September, October before I could really pick a doctor. And maybe they're right, I just got to save a little more money. So, but I am doing the research. That way I can pick the right doctors for the money that I'll have, which ain't gonna be a lot. And then I got to think about, recuperating. What am I going to do? Am I going to get a different job or what? I was hoping to keep this job until then, and maybe transfer over to an office after a year. I don't know. Maybe I screwed this job up. I'm not going to do something I don't like doing. And I tell them that all the time. I said, you know what? It's like today. Okay, let's pretend for a minute. Pretend that my boss, the big boss, his name is John. Okay, now the dispatcher leaves me a note that on my dispatch, and it's saying, get this first, get this first, get this. Per John, get this. It has to go. And it's like, you know what? I don't need, no. Treat me like a little kid, Use that for a, I don't know. It's the estrogen. I just, but no, the estrogen hasn't changed my attitude at all. No. I don't know. I'm relaxed. I'm calmed down a little bit. Like I said, it does help talking about this stuff. And yes, I did deserve 3 days off. Okay. If I did not get the 3 days, which I was hinted that I wasn't going to get it, that might have showed favoritism to some of the guys. And I was actually getting ready to do a video saying, because I'm female, I am female at work. I don't know how much HR knows about me or what. They might know everything. I don't know. But my license says female. I am female. Okay? That sun is really... gotta stop making videos at night. I really do. Because the setting sun comes in there and it's like... eh. So, yeah, it's Jessica. And, it's strawberry Kool-Aid. Just a lot of stress. A big difference, though, from a year ago to today. My gosh, I would rather have the stress today than what I had before, because I think I was working before last year. It was just before I got fired. It was February. February must be an evil month for me. And I wasn't out at work. I was still going to work as Mike and coming home and pretend to live like a full life, what I could at home. So, and then I actually thought with these last two jobs, I didn't think this was going to be possible. When I first started transitioning, I figured I was going to have to pick a different career, a different job, different training. I mean, I'm sort of I thought when I first took my blue pill, when I took those little blue pills, I was like, you know what? This is going to change everything. I'm not going to be able to stay a truck driver. I ain't going to be able to do this. I ain't going to be able to do that. But you know what? Jessica's got to move on. I mean, I don't know if it takes courage or what to do what I do. I mean, I didn't transition on the job. Obviously, I can't keep a job long enough. And I laugh about it, but, I don't do politics. I don't. And the only way to really succeed in life and not do politics is to work for yourself. And I've never done that. So, but I've always been this way. Always been this way. Spot job. I think the longest job I had, it was 4.5 years. And it was recently. It was in 2004 to 2008. It was Walmart. Stocking shelves at Walmart before I became a truck driver. So, I guess I can always go back to work at Walmart, but I don't want to. I'm not going to be a door greeter, no. So, calm down, relax, get my hair untangled. What the hell? Man, that's like a knot. I gotta take a shower to get that knot. Ouch. No. Yep, that's in there. It's in there. So, I know, Mr. Brush. I know, somebody was commenting me on my other videos, like, wait, no, you need a purple brush, and I do, I don't know, I just don't want to retire Mr. Brush. I know I'm sitting here petting Mr. Brush, oh, poor hurt its feelings, it's just like, what the hell? I don't know. It's all good, work's frustrating. Quiet, shut up, do your job. But I do need to think of a back. I need to. There needs to be an escape plan now. Okay, the ship is, basically the airplane is up to 50,000 feet, whatever, and the engine is shut off right now. Okay, and we're just coasting down, and we're coasting down with this 3-day suspension, and we're gonna sink. I'd be stupid not to take these 3 days and look for another job. Because who's to say if I can't find a better job or someone that pays more or pays by the hour that would be less stress? Because I know that's the bottom of stress right now, is being paid by the load, rushing, hurrying, getting my paycheck. And I'm barely making a little bit more than a water hauler, and I'm hauling, hazmat, hazardous crude. So, yeah, I bit my tongue, and hey, gotta do what I gotta do. But like I said, hopefully nothing gonna really affect, next year's goal. I've been talking for a while, but Yeah, well, I gotta settle work down. I gotta. It's getting on my nerve, and you know what? I get to see my therapist on the 25th, so I know. You are expected to return to work on Thursday, February 21st, for your regular schedule, which means 21st, 22nd, off the 23rd, 24th, 25th. That pisses me off. But like I said, it's probably better because I can stay here for those 3 days, get some interviews done, get some job hunting down, and see. You never know. 1 week from now, in my next video, the next couple of videos. Speaking of future videos, hey, I'm going to be doing a question and answer video, so if you have questions, I am going to do them anonymously. I ain't going to use their name. And the reason being is because I got family members too, and I don't. These are just ask a question, and I'll try to answer. And I've gotten some really good ones. Do you ever regret not transitioning earlier? The happiest moment, the least happiest moments. Questions like that. And then the common ones, stuff like that. I've been writing them down, so as they come to me, to send an email, or Facebook, or whatever, just, common sense questions. I mean, everybody's transition is different. I don't know. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna relax. And you know what? I actually feel, I bet you my blood pressure, I should have taken my blood pressure, and now that my bra strap's showing, I should have how long has that been shown? I'm going to be editing my video now looking. So, yeah, I should have taken my blood pressure and my heart rate when I first started this video to now. Like I said, these videos help me. I'm glad they help some of you. It's, it's a storyline. It doesn't all happen in one day. A transition doesn't. Transition is continuing on. I will continue to transition even after surgery. I mean, everybody transitions whether they're cisgendered or not. It's a change in life. It's a change in feelings. A change in I don't know, just your brain cells, I guess. And my brain cells are always changing. What few I have left. So, I mean, it's all good. I mean, I try not to hide anything, and sometimes that gets me in trouble. If I don't like something and I got to do it, I'll do it. But I'm going to whine and bitch and kick and scream the whole entire time I'm doing it, and that gets me in trouble. And I think that's what's happening at work on some instances. And plus, one guy really doesn't like me, and I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that no matter what job I get, whatever I do. I mean, there's some guys flat out, just for being a female, and they're still out there. Because a female should not work. Hell no. Get them, send them home. Who would have known? That's still alive today. So, and that's religious culture. I mean, they're just people's beliefs. Everybody's entitled to their own belief. So, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. And, oops. You gotta be yourself, accept yourself, value yourself, forgive yourself, bless yourself, express yourself. You gotta trust yourself, love yourself, and empower yourself. And I'm sort of reading it off a thing, but it's all onto one thing, and it's like, wow, you gotta do it all yourself. You gotta do it all yourself. And it's interesting because when I say that, it's life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. We're getting heavy. This is a heavy emotional moment. Group hug. I'm joking. Okay, so you just gotta remember. I thank you guys. Obviously, all my subscribers, all 220. gosh, there's a lot of them. There's more than that. How many do I got? Now I'm gonna get in trouble. Jessica, you didn't know how many you have? What? No, I don't. Because I lose a couple too, and I know a lot of them. A lot of you folks definitely follow each one. Well, no, I don't want that one. Oh gosh, where is? Oh gosh. See, now it's all goofy. There we go. Why don't I just go up here? My computer's being slow. My account is in good standing. Woohoo! Thank you, YouTube! 245. Wow, really? Gosh. 48,508 people have viewed my videos. I guarantee you after those 48,508 no way did they sit through the entire thing. I ramble too much! And on that note, and on the verge of rambling over and over again, you just gotta remember, I mean, you gotta take it in stride. You gotta be yourself. You gotta be true and be yourself. And, you know, when I transition, I'm not gonna try to be somebody else I was. I've always been me. I've just been able to express me a little bit more and live like me that I've always wanted. And the little blue pills helped me out a lot, and you know, there's a lot more to change for me. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna relax. Like I said, I just want to get a backdoor escape route for a job, just in case I do get fired or something. I can, because it took a month waiting just to get this job. So even if I go out and you know what I mean? It takes a while. It really does. So, yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. You gotta be true. You gotta be yourself. So until next time, Happy Valentine's Day. Love you all. Bye.